You know that feeling when you're a tiny, tiny baby? Think back now. You're a tiny wee little thing, you're helpless, you're just a little chance, just a little grain of sand on the sea of life, you know. And your daddy picks you up, lifts you aloft, and you're riding the sky waves. You're so small, and they're so big. You know, back before all the stuff happened, before your life changed, before things became so serious, and you were just this tiny little baby in your daddy's arms. You know that feeling? You remember it? That's a feeling I call Saint-Germain. I wanted to feel that feeling again, guys. I wanted to feel that bliss. So I hired a guy, Sven. He's a wrestler. He's a big guy, 7 feet, muscles like Russell Crowe. I met him down the cafe. He was just hanging around, having some tofu, a little bit of tapas. I was just down in the guava shakes and thinking about Saint-Germain, as I do, flicking through the latest copy of Wired. I started talking to him about Saint-Germain, about my hat, about the situation with Mary not being herself, you know, and I told him about how I get down sometimes. I wanted that feeling of being lifted up like your daddy, and he said, "Give me 20 quid and I'll do it." And I said, "Are you being serious, sir?" He said, "Yeah, 20 quid and I'll do it." I said, "Okay, Saint-Germain." I mean, that's what Saint-Germain's all about, you know, using the community. So he popped round earlier. I spoke to Mary about it first. I made it very clear what was going to happen exactly, so she didn't get frightened. It was going to be totally Saint-Germain. It was not going to be like the situation with Hamish and Jamal. So she knew exactly what the situation was. A big wrestler from Sweden was going to come round and pick me up for a bit. She was totally Saint-Germain about the whole thing. Came round, picked me up. We didn't speak. Just rang the bell. I let him in. Complete silence. I stood in the centre of the room. I was very nervous, just kind of staring at him like this. Breathing, you know, not sure what was going to happen. Just walked straight up to me, totally confident, flipped me up in the air like a big old pancake, caught me again, and just hold me there, like a little baby in his massive Swedish arms. And I was out like a light. Almost instantaneously. Bang! Completely asleep. I woke up and he was there looking down at me. I said, "Oh, goodness gracious, how long was that?" He said, 4 minutes. I said, "Wow, it feels like another lifetime." I said, "You're very good at this. Have you done this before?" He said, "No, you just came up with the idea." I said, "You should be professional." I feel tiny and huge at once. I feel like the littlest ant and a blue whale inside a bigger blue whale. And that's called the universe. I had a chat to Mary afterwards. She was very happy for me. I said, "Mary, do you mind if I call him back? Do you mind if I get him back in for another session? I don't think one was enough." So, oh, I think that's him at the door. Saint-Germain, guys. Saint-Germain, here we go. Okay, see you next week. Bye. I'm coming, Sven.